to do a brief video on some Tandemkross parts. A while back, Tandemkross had been searching for some people to beta test some parts for the CZ Scorpion. So after being one of the lucky ones selected, they did send me some parts to try out. Some of the parts were 3D printed parts, and that was plenty adequate to do the testing. So I did that, gave them my feedback, sent it in. Here we are, maybe a month or so later. Here's the final product. So I'm going to install these and see what they're like. Okay, so before we get into the installation, the parts they sent me were the Titan extended magazine release, the cross-out safety delete, and the Victory trigger. First up on the trigger, very nice flat face trigger. It's got an adjustment for reset, and I see there's also a threaded hole down here, which I can only assume would be for over travel adjustment. However, they only give you one screw, one set screw. At least I only got one set screw. Maybe that was a packing mistake, I don't know. But anyway, we'll throw it in and see what happens. The next item is the safety delete. I don't think I'll be installing this right away, as I tend to use two fingers, one on each side of the gun, to activate and deactivate the safety, because it's really stiff on this gun. So until I get a longer safety lever, I think I'll just hang on to that for now. Magazine release, beefy, big serrations, logo. Okay, so during the installation of these, I'm just going to put it in fast forward mode for you. I do apologize for the background noise. I'm guessing it is probably picking it up on the camera, but 3D printers over here going to town. I'm playing around with 80th scale target setups. This is like the same setup that my local club has, and I was recently elected rimfire match director, so I'd like to come up with a good way of mocking up stages. I'm getting there. Anyway, back to this. Alright guys, parts are in, everything except the safety delete. Put that on later once I get a different safety lever for the other side. Lever, whatever you want to call it. I guess we are zoomed out all the way. This magazine release, I do like it. There was one thing I mentioned to them, which I see they didn't change. I know there's a manufacturer out there that does do what I had mentioned, but it can be worked around pretty easily. But what I had mentioned, that if you have a longer mag, it's not that big of a deal. As you can see, it goes right in, no problem, like so. Say you're reloading, you get rid of that mag, pick up another mag, maybe a shorter mag, put it in, your thumb hits that, and even if you're down here further, when you go to push it in the rest of the way, when that latches, that goes over and pinches you. That I don't even know if that's... I don't know why that's not fully latching. That's interesting. Is that a magazine issue, or? Stand by. Okay, guys. Pulled the mag release back out. This is the factory one. If you're unaware, this is how it's supposed to work. Of course, it pivots on this through pin here. When you push your mag up in, that clicks over onto that tab. Something like that. It's hard to show on camera, but I think that's picking it up. So the only thing that would make it do what you just witnessed, I have, 4 different mags here. They all do it to a certain extent. They don't, or the release doesn't fully engage it, I should say. So what I did is I took a pair of the digital dial calipers, we'll call them, measured the original from the top of this hole to the top of where it pushes on the mag. I get 523 thousandths. Tandemkross part, I'm getting 530, 531, basically 530. That could be the issue. What to do, what to do? We're going to sand it. Got a piece of 400 grit sandpaper here, so we're not going to be taking off massive amounts of material. I can't see why it won't fix the problem, as long as I don't go too far and, you know, it doesn't then hold the magazine fully in, but we'll see. Okay, YouTube, I think I finally got that working. All I did was sand down the very top edge of the Tandemkross magazine release and slightly rounded that corner over a little more. That's a good thing. Different 20 rounder, that and latched in. The new Magpul P-Mag, that and works good, not loose. This is the Manicore arms from Prepper Gun Shop. That and latches. That has a little bit of play, but this is the one I use mostly, so that could be why. But like I say, time will tell if that thing causes any kind of feeding issues. I sure hope not. But either way, back to the original thing I was trying to show you. This extended magazine release. Large mags, no problem. Grab a shorter one, grab it, you know, anywhere handy during a fast reload, say right there, go to shove it in, you get your finger pinched, your thumb. Not to mention you can't get it all the way up in there unless you grab the bottom. Like I say, it's fairly easy to work around, just grab it near the bottom more, do that, but I don't know. If this would have been kicked back a little bit or something, that would have solved that pinching problem, but I don't know. Maybe I'm just a whiner. That's just something I noticed with it. Anyway, the trigger, still clear. Trigger's really nice. Of course, it is literally just a trigger. I mean, it doesn't give you any shorter pull or anything like that, or lighter pull. I'm going to leave out the adjustment screws because I've had issues in the past with those kind of screws. They move up and your trigger doesn't reset, so I'm just not gonna mess with them. Yeah, I know, Loctite them, Loctite, but I have and still have had issues, so we'll just run it like that because honestly, the reset's not bad, the over travel's not bad. I can deal with that. Alright guys, that's the video I wanted to make for you. Overall, I like these Tandemkross parts on this Scorpion. The only issue I had was with the magazine release, and I can't say for sure it was the release's fault. It could have been slightly different trigger housing. Who knows? These things are all polymer, so there could be slight variations gun to gun. I might be the only one to have this issue. Who knows? If anybody else out there buys one of the Tandemkross mag releases and has the same issue, please let me know. I'm pretty curious to know if I'm the only one. But I know these are fairly new to the market, so there's not a lot of them out there yet. But let me know if you had any issues. Please like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. That's it for now. See you. Bye!